Yeah, I'm up at Brooklyn, now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to De Niro, but I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra, and since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem, all of my Dominican.
Oh yeah.
Chirp about it. I wanna know what's on your mind, yeah. I'll chirp about it every Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it with Patrick Sainville.
Oh yeah, Chirp About It is. Good afternoon, New York
Really
City.
nice.
Oh, greetings to the world. Yep, you're tuned in to Chirp About It Live, and we're broadcasting on AM 970, The Answer, in the great city of Manhattan, folks. Great city. It's a beautiful intro, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Beautiful day, man.
Oh yeah. All right, folks, I love it. All right, well, that was a great intro, Mr. Ian Bamberger. I'll tell you.
Thank you, sir.
Written by Mr. Ian Bamberger, by the way.
Oh, rocking and rolling.
I'll tell
And
you.
original.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we also have my good friend, Mr. Carl Nelson, in the house. Welcome, Carl.
Hello. Glad
Yep.
to be here.
All
Glad
right.
to be
We
here.
also have my good friend, Mr. Joe Hendricks, in the house. So we're going to gear up for a great show, and we're going to give New Yorkers the voice that they deserve, which is chirping about it. Huh, Ian?
Damn right, Pat.
All right. Well,
Is it okay to say
before we begin, I'd just like to pay tribute to this a fine young gentleman who was killed last week. He's a rapper. He goes by the name of Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you know more about this gentleman than I do. In fact, before his death, I never heard about this man.
Yeah.
But in fact, this guy is a very popular hip hop artist.
Yeah.
All right.
Local guy.
He's a did he won a Grammy? Am I right? Or was nominated for a Grammy at one point? Or
I think
something
he was
like that?
nominated.
He was nominated.
Yeah, but it's interesting because this guy had a lot of force.
Yeah.
You know, he's done a lot for his community.
Right.
I mean, he's not from New York, but, this guy is so large. I've read the stories. I keep hearing about this man and the work that he's done for his community, in his communities. It's amazing. It's remarkable.
Right.
So, I don't feel ashamed because I just really never heard of this man.
Exactly.
I guess I'm not.
No, he's a local guy.
I'm not up on my hip hop,
No,
other than
he's-
Jay-Z
he's a
and the
lo-
other guys,
he's a local guy.
But he's big, though. I mean, you even had President Obama, who had a few kind words and nice words to say about this man at his funeral. He was laid to rest this past Thursday. So, he left some children behind and a girlfriend. So I'd like to, again, just say, pay my tributes to Nipsey
Hussle.
Yeah, what do you know about him, Ian?
Not much. I saw the video
Yeah.
in which he was almost like an execution. It was
Oh,
terrible.
you actually saw the video?
Yeah, the
clip?
video's out there. He's in a parking lot with a bunch of his friends, I believe his girlfriend at the time, and he gets ambushed by an individual, and the guy walks up and finishes him off. It's a brutal thing, but he sang about this in a lot of his early music, this hardcore life.
Yeah.
A life potentially that entails violence sometimes, and
Yeah, apparently he was a gang member at one point of his
Yeah.
life, but then he turned things around.
helped his
for him.
community.
In fact, I think the day before his assassination, he was supposed to meet with some officers, police department department members to, help come together to help the kids in the neighborhood. Sad, really sad, but
terribly sad.
Yeah, well, you lose good ones, but good ones are here for a reason. We're all here for a reason, I say. You never know
That's
when
a
you're gonna
deep
go.
one.
So every day you got to make your mark in this world, in this life. I always
for
say
sure.
so. Whether it's a kind word, whether it's a gesture, whatever it is, we're here for a reason. Sometimes we'll figure it out. Sometimes we won't figure it out.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So just wake up with the mindset that we're here for a reason. I'm here for a reason, and let's just make the best of it. All right, let's just try to put a smile on someone's faces. That's all I can chirp about right now.
It's a good chirp, Pat.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
chirp.
It's a deep chirp,
I love
yeah.
life and I love people. I gotta say so. I really
That's
do.
for sure.
And I love you all in here and my audience, of course.
There you go.
Yeah, love the audience.
Shout out to my mother. I spoke with my mom today, and she is so proud of her son. So, Ma, thank you very much for my life. Such a great lady, you know. And
Congratulations,
I tell you,
Mom.
yeah, really, congratulations to my mom.
Mrs. Saintville.
I don't really give her a shout out, but you know, I'm going to do it today since I spoke with Miss Saintville this morning. She's proud of her son.
There you go.
So shout out to Mom. Interesting, you know. Now, New York, we have these book. Mobiles or book trucks that'll be coming out, hitting the street soon.
Fantastic.
Book trucks, yes.
That's exciting.
New York Public Library announced that they will be coming out with 3 new book trucks that will be serving to serve the community in the Bronx, Manhattan, and Staten Island.
It's a great idea.
Reading is fundamental.
Of course,
Yeah.
you better believe it. I prefer to read books. I don't know about you guys,
Right.
but you know that tablets and then your phone. I can't stand that. I like to sit down and actually open up a book, you know,
Exactly.
old-fashioned
Therapeutic.
style, and just go for it. You know,
Yeah.
word for word, just go for it. That's my thing.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, so they're starting out in June. The first rollout is in June in the Bronx. They're starting out, and then the next 2 boroughs will be in sometime in the fall. All right, each van or each truck will have at least 1,000 books, and you can return books and you can renew your books.
Okay.
You can also apply for a library card in these trucks on these
Right.
trucks. So that's interesting. Pretty cool. I'm actually kind of surprised when I read the article. I said, well. Why now? I thought this sounds like it should have been out.
No, they have
a
been
while.
doing it before.
Yeah,
All through growing up in New York, they've had book trucks.
Yeah.
It's
I've never
not
seen one.
recent.
I've never
Yeah.
seen
Cool.
it. Well, all right. Well,
Well, in
this
the
is
last
what it
few
is
years,
now.
maybe it hasn't, but it's
Well,
been on.
I don't think this is for New York Public Library. Maybe they had book trucks from maybe
No,
other
New York
private.
Public Library.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the whole story about this? I mean,
It's new.
It's new.
new for a new
Okay.
generation.
All right. Well, there you go. I'm here to feed New York City
Exactly.
the news the best way that I can.
There's nothing new. Everything's rehashed.
You're right about that. You know, there's another fine gentleman that I like to mention. His name is Raheem Lewis. He's from Brooklyn, Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and he's the founder of Urban Yogas. All right, and what he's doing is he's actually taking similar to Nipsey Russell. He's taking young kids from the hood and out of the projects to the mat, and of course, yoga mats.
Right.
His story is that he was an angry and a mad individual for whatever reason. He really didn't know why. He was always angry and mad until one day he was introduced to yoga, and that was a lifeline for him.
Wonderful.
He decided to turn around and he started a company. And I'd like to, in fact, get Raheem on the show for an
great.
interview. I'll reach out to him.
I was a yoga teacher. For
Were
a
you
year.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hot vinyasa down.
You got to tell me about the yoga thing,
Really?
because I still don't know what it's
Yoga's
about.
amazing.
Wow.
So what's
yoga's
yoga
amazing.
about? You got to put me on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
come
What-
on.
what is yoga
You've
about? That's
never
a
tried
loaded
yoga?
question.
Wow.
No, Pilates. What is all this stuff?
Yoga is.
So tell me about yoga.
It's amazing.
It could be a
Spiritual.
workout. It could be spiritual, super therapeutic. Yeah,
Yeah.
you set goals for yourself. You try to achieve them and better
Yeah.
your body. And, it's hard to calm your mind,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? Which is impossible for most of us to do.
All right. Well,
Stop the self-talk.
apparently, according to Raheem, this, as you said, Ian, it really calms you down. And, in his words, this is Raheem's word. I'm from the projects. I'm from the hood. Yoga ain't for me. Yoga ain't for colored people in the community. That's what, I guess that's the stereotype, but
Right.
he's looking to change that around and turning it around.
Right.
So if it'll help, let's do it. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So go yoga. Let's do it. Go Yankees, go yoga.
So where's he doing it
Let's
at?
go yoga.
Crown Heights, it's Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
I mean, does he have a storefront? Is he doing it in the park? Is he
It's a
doing-
good question.
Yeah.
I have to find out. It's at a center or so. I'll find out,
Okay.
but I'll make sure I get him on the show for a full interview.
Yeah.
All right, but I really think that's a good thing. It's people are angry. I'm so
Really
afraid of
angry.
people nowadays. We really have a mental health issue.
Yes.
And you know what? Everyone has a cause. This is my cause, mental health.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to put a lot of effort into mental health because it's just increasing day after day.
Yep.
And now it's starting to affect me.
Right.
It's starting to affect me mentally
Yeah.
because Everyone's crazy.
Everyone's stressed out.
Everyone's stressed out. Everyone's mad.
Yeah, I asked my wife this morning, is it the water? Is it the air? Is it the media?
It's social media. Everyone's
It's the social
You think it's the social media?
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone's involved with themselves,
Yeah.
looking at a facade of everyone else posting and
Exactly.
liking. Nothing's real. It's
nothing's
just a
real.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
wall.
a combination
Yeah.
of
It's a thin little
things. It's a combination. It's money, you know,
Money, always money.
congestion
I mean,
prices.
money has always
it's-
been a problem.
Well,
Yeah.
Ian's right.
It's the social media.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
it pours in the well.
yeah, it really does. It's
a problem.
Everything's amplified. It's a catalyst for
Yeah.
ridiculous conversations. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's sensitive.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
God forbid you look at somebody cross-eyed on the subway.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
might get shot or
Yeah, no. Well,
Stabbed.
that's what I'm talking about. I mean, you
Yeah.
see it day in and day out. It's scary.
it's
you know.
it's the same as PSTD.
Yeah.
It's like a form of it. In
like a
that-
cultural PTSD,
Yeah, exactly.
like with everything that's
what
going
it,
on.
You know, coin that.
Cultural PTSD.
Coin that. coin. I'm serious.
It could, yeah.
I'm telling you, you'll be in Webster's.
It's been noted on the show anyway. So
We got it right here.
No, but mental health is really a big problem for me, you know. And I also would like to get Miss Charlene McCrae, the New York City mayor's wife, on the show, because she's head of this program called Thrive NYC,
hasn't been successful.
and hasn't been successful. She's been grilled, you know, many times.
Yeah, but what is the key to why hasn't it been successful?
You know what? I don't know. I guess obviously it's mismanagement. She gets a
Yeah.
ton of money a year. She gets, in
I
fact,
know,
$250 million
What?
a year. They're actually looking to
Quite a
scale
bit.
back to just give her $200 million.
Well, okay, that's going to make a difference.
Yeah.
You see, this is the problem with the city. You know, there's so much money available.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can just say, write me a check.
Right.
I've got an idea.
right.
You know, but you and I can't do that. But no, $250 million.
A
no
year.
results.
A year.
A year.
And this program
That's
started
wild.
It's just ridiculous.
back
Yep.
in 2015. So already
Oh
she's
my
gotten
God,
close to
they
$1
spent
billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah, $850 million. And people are questioning her. What has been done?
What's
You
the
know?
ultimate goal of the program? What is the platform
You know, I
statement?
guess to bring people in, I guess to medicate them, to figure what's going on with these people, to break it down. I
Is
don't
it
know.
a group of psychologists or is it a
have
group
no
of
clue.
therapists?
We got to get Miss McCrae on the show. She'll be able to explain to us, because I'm puzzled, but I also, if I can do anything to help her, I certainly would, because again, I think mental health, and it's just happening day in and day out, and it's just scary. It
Yeah.
really is.
It's a big conversation.
But
Yeah.
isn't part of the problem that we live in a big city?
Yeah.
You have a bunch of people and a diverse population. It's not a homogeneous population.
Yeah.
There's going to be friction.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
there's friction, there's heat. Where there's heat, there's who knows what.
Yeah.
You know, we are in the melting pot of the world. You know.
There you go.
Which is beautiful.
Of
Right.
course. You know, speaking
have
of that,
this
you know,
than
we have
anything
a former officer. She goes by the name of Lori Campbell, who's arrested for stalking and assaulting her ex-girlfriend. All right. Now, she's upset that her ex-girlfriend is now married, happily married, and she just can't take it. And she's just harassing both of them. All right. There was an order of protection in place, and she I guess, disobeyed, and now she's put away. She was a detective. Now they demoted her.
Former NYPD.
I mean, yeah, just, you know what,
Sounds
Lori,
crazy.
give it up. She doesn't
Give it up,
want you
girl.
anymore. She moved on. Give it up. I mean, what the hell, right?
That's
on,
some
love-
cold.
Give it up.
It's
Love
tough
is
love.
love.
Yeah, love is love. But hey,
listen,
man, I don't know if there's
you
another
know,
family involved.
Yeah,
Stay
but
away.
love
I mean, I don't
love-
care how good it is or good was. Just give it up.
It
All
might not
right?
even
Move
be
on.
love though. It could be like this possessive idea that she has. She could be some like crazy.
No,
man
well, of course, you're a
who's like,
police
"You're
officer. What are you
mine,"
doing?
and
I mean,
you
she's
have-
Thin
she's
line
throwing-
between love and hate.
It's crazy. You know, I'm
good
actually
song,
really,
man.
I'm afraid for this ex-girlfriend,
Without a
because
doubt.
she's stalking them like it's crazy.
Well, look
day
what
in and
happened
day
to the
out.
teacher. The teacher in
Yeah,
Staten Island.
I mentioned that
Oh,
on my
what was
Tuesday
this?
show.
Teacher and
Well, we spoke about it on the Tuesday show about the teacher, her husband, and his girlfriend.
oh my god,
they
oh my
killed-
god,
And she actually set them up. She
And she
set
set them up.
them up.
that's a whole other level of crazy.
You know, and then they turn around and they they whacked her.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Well, they didn't whack her. Actually, they burnt her.
Right.
You know.
they burned her. It's
You know,
just a crazy world.
It's just nuts. You know, I spoke about this on my Tuesday show, City
Yeah.
World Radio Network. Shout out. What's the problem is that kids are involved. You know,
Yeah,
the
that's
girlfriend had
disgusting.
6 kids of her own.
Wow.
And this gentleman had 2.
You're kidding.
Has 2. Yes. So now you have 8 kids because mom is going to rot in jail, dad's going to rot in jail, and then you have a dead mother. And this is a problem, and I think this is part of mental health. I think all of these situations, these issues that are occurring, adds on.
Exactly.
I mean, what are these kids going to really? I mean, I'm sure they'll turn out fine, but I mean, can you just imagine?
Hope.
What happened to mom? What happened to dad? These questions these kids are going to grow up asking.
Yeah.
Mom's
Yeah, but who killed mom?
Exactly.
That's the point. I mean, it's just these kids, can you blame them if they don't come out, turn out to be...
No, you can't.
Exactly.
Come on, folks, you got to make the right decisions. Anyhow, Monday's tax day, so the 15th, for those of you who need to, file your taxes, go out and file your taxes, guys.
Put down the lemonade, come in from the pool, and get that number 2 pencil.
In fact, New York State Controller Thomas DiNapoli, in fact, he reports an increase in bogus, questionable, I should say, or fraudulent tax refunds this year.
Wow!
In fact, he in fact blocked 12,000 bogus refunds so far this year. Wow! And it has increased from last year. So there's a lot of people who are. It's doing some shenanigans, some shady stuff, some shady business out there with their taxes.
Trying to make an extra buck.
Yeah, I guess. Huh? Can you blame them or what? What do you say?
I can blame them.
Yeah, you can blame them. That's against the law. Right? We're not condoning illegal activities.
All right. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to cover one local topic, and then I think we'll do what we do best, Ian, which is Chirp. What do you say, huh? All right, Fat Cat. You got to meet Gotham's new Fat Cat. He's a real fat cat.
Right.
He's 40 pounds, and his name is Barsik.
What?
The cat.
40 pounds?
40 pounds. All right, they have to stroll this cat, this baby or
Cat's
this whatever.
In a wheelchair or on a stroller?
On a stroller to get him to the vet the other day. Yeah, 40 pounds. His name is Barsik. So shout out to Barsik. Barsik the cat.
Barsik, leave some food for me.
He's Gotham City's fattest cat. All right. At 40 pounds, and he's a picky eater, according to his owners. And his owners had to give him away to the animal care center.
Wait a minute, can you call him fat, Pat?
Yeah,
obese,
you gotta be
obese.
Gotta be careful with your words these days.
Be careful.
So that his parents, they really had to give him up because there's no pets. There are no pets allowed to a new place that they're moving.
Wow.
To. So I guess maybe they're trying to find a new home for this fat cat.
Are they sure it's a
cat? Well, I ain't got no space for you, then.
They got the cat fat, and then they're giving it away.
And they're giving it away.
That's not cool.
Is that a prize or what?
I don't like that.
Maybe it's a mountain lion.
All right.
Yeah, like a runt mountain lion.
With that, I think it's about that time to do what we do best and give New Yorkers, I should say, the voice that they deserve. What do you say, Ian Bamberger?
We're going to chirp about it.
All right, folks.
This is an important announcement.
All right, folks, these comments you're about to hear are real comments from real New Yorkers, your mothers, your brothers, your sex partners, your fat cats, your whomever. All right, with that, Mr. Ian Bamberger. Chirp about it, baby. Let's go.
Let's kick it off. This is Sherrod from the Bronx, and Sherrod says this: if you don't know what anxiety feels like, try taking the one train at any time of the day or night. Then let us know what anxiety feels like. Hashtag New York City subway. Boom. I agree. Anyone who commutes in the city understands this problem.
That's right. Who's the chirper, by the way?
Sherrod from the Bronx.
All right, Sherrod. Great chirp. Keep them coming. Also, folks, to hear your chirp live on the show, please go onto my website, chirpaboutit.com, and share your New York moments, thoughts, observations. We'd love to hear from you. With that, Mr. Carl Nelson, what are you chirping about this afternoon, my friend?
All right, we got Sarah here from Midtown, and she says, if you haven't built an entire personality out of hating the MTA subway,
There's more subways.
are you really a New Yorker? Hashtag only in New York.
Okay.
Sarah.
What do you
right
say
on.
about that? What do you say about that, Carl?
On and on like the break of dawn, Sarah.
On and on like the break of dawn. All right.
I've got to say one thing.
Go ahead.
I've got to say one thing. I use this. Hold on. I'm using this
megaphone.
Megaphone.
It sounds like this.
literally on the subway every day. We have these speakers above us, and they're telling us these updates. You can't understand
can't even hear
a
'em.
single word.
It's like,
Millions
what'd
of
you say?
dollars.
What'd he say? I don't know.
What's the point? Like, why are they even there?
Nothing has changed in 40 years.
So I just wanted to complain about that.
Well, Andy Byford, he's here to make a change. Supposedly, allegedly.
yeah.
All right,
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Good luck.
All right, I'm going to read a chirp from Mildred, who's from Yonkers, in fact. And Mildred chirps, New York City is, I swear, no city for ordinary drivers. I'm all nerved up. Hashtag NYC. All right, great chirp, Mildred. Yeah, well, I haven't driven my car in a while. It's hectic. Well, Carl, you're a driver.
Exactly.
What's it like here driving in the city?
I don't drive in the
Yeah,
city. That's the thing. I drive right out of the city.
Yeah. Well, I agree with Mildred that it can get your nerves up.
Forget it. I
Forget
don't see how
about it.
people do
I
it.
love that name.
Mildred, yeah. Mildred.
Mildred.
I like that. All right, Ian Bamberg, let's keep the chirps going.
This is Kaimani from Greenwich Village.
All right.
And Kaimani says this. It is a different season every time we wake up. Spring is playing peekaboo with New Yorkers' emotions.
What do you say?
I'm out of it. I totally agree. I mean, but it's more consistently warm now, above the 50s.
There you go.
Well,
but
it's certainly
today's
a
hot,
gorgeous
man.
day. Today's park weather. No question.
We're
I'm
gonna
heading
have
out
the
to
70s.
Central Park today. Boathouse, here I come.
Where's the frisbee?
Yeah, that's right, huh? No, this is actually great kite flying season. I fly
Yeah,
kite.
that's right. No,
oh
I
yeah.
didn't
Well,
know
Joey
that.
and I, we've done that before.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Flight
I like
kite.
the flight
Kite
kite,
flying,
baby.
really?
That's my yoga. That's my
Wow,
my escape.
therapeutic.
That's
Yeah,
right.
therapy.
Yeah, kite flying.
Yeah.
All right, with that,
Nice.
Mr. Carl Nelson, give the New Yorkers the voice that they deserve. What do you
All
got there?
right, here we got Pam from Park Slope. Pam says, when congestion pricing takes effect, will the mayor stop traveling to his Brooklyn gym or have our elected officials carve out an exemption for these very important trips?
Okay.
I'm asking for a friend.
Are you really asking for a friend, or you're asking
Answer-
for yourself?
Answer, please.
What do you
Said
say
Pat.
about that?
Pam.
Well, the mayor, he does ride the subways.
No.
I've seen him on the train.
Have you?
Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a political thing, but no.
Yeah, no, that was
the
a
subways
photo
are.
shoot.
In all honesty, trains are the fastest way to get around town.
know.
We just like to complain.
He goes from
we just
Gracie-
like to complain. That's what it is.
So let me ask you. He goes from Gracie Mansion to Park Slope to the gym, and then down to City Hall.
City Hall, all on the
Man.
subway.
Man, no. Really?
I've seen him on the train a couple of
Wow.
times. I've actually seen he and his wife a couple of times on the train.
Really?
Yeah. All right, well, let's do this chirp. I have a chirp from Damon, who's from Brooklyn. And Damon chirp, met a dog named Staten Island because
cool.
he's emotionally out of control. You know what I'm saying, right? Hashtag chirped about it. Hashtag NYC. What do you say about this one?
Probably a pit bull with some slick back hair.
There you go.
Leather jacket pit bull.
Gold chain.
Yeah, gold chain, some sunglasses.
Bark,
Bark.
bark, baby.
Give me some dog food.
You looking at me?
I'll bite your ear off now.
Potentially.
Oh, that's a good chirp. All right, Damon. Thanks for that chirp. Keep them coming, all right? Keep them coming at chirpaboutit.com. All right, Ian Bamberger, what do you have? Do we have time for, we'll do one
yeah.
more round of chirps, and then we'll take a break by you. Oh, actually, we'll end the show by you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, let's do it.
This is Matthew from Nolita. And he says this. Apparently sending random people random pics of cute dogs is a thing now. Hashtag only in New York, shake my head. Well, like we said before, social media. Like, this is the
Exactly.
world. We'll send...
That's
That's a
crazy.
good side, right? Random pics of cute dogs.
It's like people. Get
I
a
won't
life.
argue with that.
Hey, that is the life.
Come on
Come
already.
on. Do you
It's
ever
like-
walk into a subway car and everybody on the car
Yeah,
is looking
yeah,
at their
yeah,
phone?
right.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
scary. It's like a Hitchcock movie.
It's like get a life.
It is the life.
I mean, it's great because I'm actually guilty of it. The emails, text messages. It's just yada 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 yada. Whatever.
I fight the urge.
I love it. All right, Carl Nelson, what do you have to chirp
All
about?
right, we got Joseph from Midtown.
All right, Joseph.
On my way to work the other day, the subject of congestion pricing came up in the elevator.
Okay.
With a dear elderly woman. I asked her what she thought, and she replied, "Does this mean they'll be taxing my Flonase?" Congestion Flonase.
I get it.
Yeah, I remember this.
For those of you
That's a clever chirp.
don't
I
follow
love
your
it.
commercials. Unbelievable. Is she a
now,
comedian?
let me
or-
ask you: is her? Will that affect her the tax price? I guess it'll.
Potentially,
taxes.
right?
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, my God.
All right, it is what it is. All right, do we have one more chirp in?
Oh, that's it for me.
That's it?
I'm
I got
tripped
one
out.
more.
All right, let's do it, Carl.
All right, we got Chase from Manhattan. Crack me up when people give you a weird look for sitting in the open seat to next to them on the train. Hashtag MTA. I didn't get that one. Crack me up when people give you a weird look.
I know,
You're
yeah,
sitting in the
I get
open
it.
seat.
You know, so there's an empty. You know, there's the train is practically empty.
Right.
Okay.
So why do you have to sit next to
Sit
me?
right next to me.
Yeah, like why? I do that all the time. You know, like
Really?
give me my space. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
empty.
exactly.
I'll find somewhere else to sit for now. Before the crowd, you know, maybe the next stop, you know, the train will just pack up again or whatever. But I get that chirp because I can relate to that.
Once again, people on edge.
Yeah, people on edge.
Yeah.
It's just,
I also had the initial feeling like if you're alone, sometimes it's cool to be close to someone else. Not like physically super close, but in proximity. I
Right.
don't know.
well, maybe late at
Yeah.
night. Maybe late at night for
Yeah,
security
yeah, exactly.
reasons.
Just
you know,
exactly.
I can
Just
dig
saying
that.
something.
But during the day, give me my space. Stay over
Okay,
there.
I hear that.
So then you get into an empty subway car, almost empty. There's one person.
Yeah.
And you go sit on the exact opposite end.
And then you're looking at each other.
And then
You're like it's one
what's wrong?
island to another.
What's wrong with you?
And you just wave a little hello. Don't worry, you're not alone. I'm just down there. I'm over there.
Hey, if you need me, I'm over here.
I'm over.
All right, I got you.
Oh, I love it. Oh, what a fun time
God.
on the show. Folks, I got to tell you, we are going to have such a great time on Chirp About It live on AM 970 The Answer. I have great episodes lined up for future shows. Mark my word. All right, with that, I think let's do a song by Mr. Ian Bamberger. What do you say?
Oh, that sounds great to
Yeah,
me,
I think the
Pat.
public would
Hey,
like to
let's do
hear
it.
Oh,
a little
yeah.
tune by Mr. Ian Bamberger, the talented one.
All right, so
Yeah, baby.
before I hit it, just want to say head on over to Instagram, Facebook, click that like button for Chirp About It. Check out The Answer 970.
That's right.
Exactly.
Also, we're also on podcasts, am970.com, so check out our shows, our episodes. You can also find our show on iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, and Spreaker.com. All right, just type in Chirp About It, and you'll find us.
There you go.
All right, with that, Ian Bamberger, let's do it.
Rock and roll.
Yeah,
I'm going
baby.
to take it out with a song I call Rockstar. I wrote this a few years ago.
Ian Bamberger, folks.
I'll see your face up on the
About It
front
Live.
page. Cigarette dancing from your mouth. All this fame and fortune. Are you looking for a way out? Up on the stage with your big old band, playing for people across the land. Hey, look at this rock star. Is he gonna go real far? Why can't it be just like him? Hey, look at this rock star. Is he gonna go real far? Why can't it be just like him?
All right, folks, that was our episode of Chirp About It Live, AM 970 The Answer. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Ian Bamberger. Yeah, baby.
Sorry about that.
No, that was good. Because you said 30 seconds, so I got to close it out. That was beautiful.
It really sounded great.
I wanted to hear that song too.
It's been a while since I was.
Ah, it's awesome.
Very good, boss.
Nice and tight show.
Yeah.
No fat, all
That was
lean.
I love that song. So Tuesday we'll play the song again.
Cool.
That was good.
You haven't wanted to spend 30 minutes.
We had quite a few people hop on the live Facebook thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
22 people.
All right, it'll mount up. It'll definitely climb.